This is the Morning Shower.
Brought to you by Late Night Hump.
Let the news wash over you.
With Jordan Freed,
Brendan O'Brien,
and Reena Ezra. These are your shower headlines.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said Wednesday that he did nothing wrong when he exchanged text messages with a wealthy industrialist and promised he would fix the tax rules for him. There was also nothing wrong when he sent him the eggplant and sputtering water emojis.
Former Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of murder and manslaughter for pinning George Floyd to the pavement with his knee on Floyd's neck in a case that triggered worldwide protests, violence, and a furious re-examination of racism and policing in the U.S. Chauvin, 45, was immediately led away with his hands cuffed behind his back and could be sent to prison for decades. We can all rejoice that the right decision was made in this historic case, as this little piggy will cry wee 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 all the way to jail.
Apple is officially launching a tile-like item tracker that will work with the company's software and services, dubbed AirTag, the small circular tag that will allow you to track items with Apple's Find My app on iOS. AirTag will be useful for tracking items like keys, wallets, and you'll be notified when you're separated from your item. AirTag is a small puck-like device that includes a built-in speaker, accelerometer, Bluetooth LE, and a user-replaceable battery, which lasts a year. But the AirTag is so small, if you lose that, is there an AirTag that tracks the other AirTag?
U.S. wildlife managers have set aside vast areas across several states as habitat critical to the survival of a rare songbird that migrates each year from Central and South America to breeding grounds in Mexico and the United States. Now, if only the country cared about the humans that migrate from Central and South America to the United States.
A group of hackers claim to have stolen Apple blueprints and say they will publish the documents unless the tech giant pays a huge ransom of $50 million. Members of a ransomware group known as Revil say they stole Apple product blueprints from a Taiwanese company named Quanta, which is an Apple supplier. Revil can do whatever they want as far as I'm concerned, but if they unveil these Apple blueprints and aren't wearing a black turtleneck while doing it, then we're gonna have a big fucking problem.
YouTube shut down the channel of the Synagogue Church of All Nations run by Joshua for preaching about gay curing, and now the channel can no longer be viewed by its 2 million followers. There were at least 7 conversion therapy videos. In one, TB Joshua slapped a woman and her partner 16 times. He said he was casting, quote, the spirit of woman out of her, end quote. Joshua, this is God. What the fuck are you doing? Conversion therapy does not work. People, if you would like to hear more of my lectures, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
It looks like something to celebrate. Small businesses posting help wanted signs as the economy edges toward normalcy. Yet instead of snapping up these jobs, many out-of-work Americans are choosing to stay home. It seems as though market forces are showing us that wages need to be higher.
The Academy Awards are back on Sunday in a downscaled capacity, but one thing hasn't changed in Hollywood. Nominees are once again being showered with expensive swag. The swag includes free lavish vacations, expensive beauty treatments, jewels, and clothes custom-created artworks, with gift bags estimated up to $60,000. And the winner is the entire Hollywood elite!
A Clifton man stands accused of attacking a bicyclist with a machete in April. According to prosecutors and an affidavit for the man's arrest, authorities have not stated what may have precipitated the alleged attack. Shortly after 9 p.m. on April 7th, a Clifton man claimed a man driving a dark-colored, sporty-looking vehicle attacked him near Sheridan and Wilson Avenues with a machete, allegedly telling the victim, "I'm gonna show you how to respect," but failed to continue his own reprimand as he swung the large blade at the victim's head and neck, according to the affidavit. The 43-year-old victim stated to police that he defended himself against 2 slashes from his attacker using his arm and hand and nearly lost his middle finger in doing so. Wow, I'm glad the biker survived and kept the finger so he could keep flipping off all the drivers that run him off the road.
Republican State Representative Matt Krause of Fort Worth is looking to pass legislation that would legalize deer cloning. In Texas, a state that often blurs the distinction between hunting and farming, many game ranches have looked to science, from supplemental protein to artificial insemination, to grow bigger game for the deep-pocketed customers willing to pay well over $10,000 to shoot them. If you ask me, I say this is a bad idea. The last thing I want to see is Bambi's mom cloned and then killed over and over and over again. I can't take that kind of trauma!
Instagram influencer Jagara Igbara will remain in the Bergen County Jail for allegedly orchestrating a kidnapping plot in North Jersey that saw one of his rivals beaten and held at knife point with a machete, a judge ruled on Monday. The downward slide continues for Igbara, the once prominent social media star known as Jay Mazzini, who also faces federal charges for allegedly defrauding his fans of $2.5 million in a Bitcoin scheme. Bergen County prosecutors say the 25-year-old Edgewater man devised a plan to kidnap and intimidate someone who threatened to reveal other illegal schemes in which Igbara was involved. The victim was left beaten with a concussion after taking a ride around North Jersey in Igbara's car with two other accomplices, according to an affidavit of probable cause. One allegedly told the victim, "If you call the police, I will kill you." Is he really an influencer if he couldn't influence this person to keep quiet about his schemes?
Thank you for showering with us.
Lather, rinse, repeat every day before noon.
Scrub-a-dub-dub at latenighthump.com.